Most hated opinions. Back with some more of this industry politics. It looked like we got another witness that's making statements about Oblock members and shit. Witnesses are saying King Von's affiliate, Muwop, is allegedly responsible for multiple murders on behalf of Oblock. All right, let's see. Blank was then shown a Camtasia, Camtasia video compiled by the Area 3 Technical Center of Weekly's homicide. Weekly being Duck. And Blank is, I guess, the witness. Blank was also shown photographs provided by FBI Special Agent Doyle of individuals from the Oblock Black Gangster Disciple faction from Parkway Gardens. Blank identified Blank as Blank. Blank related he and Blank were once friends but recently had a falling out. Now, that makes me believe that whoever they interviewing, like I said before, is a BD. It's either a BD from outside of Oblock or BD from in Oblock, but certain shit being said is BD business, and it's detailed BD business, and I doubt that a GD from outside of Oblock would know BD business. They probably know who's who to identify, oh yeah, that's the op, that's such and such brother, or that's the op, he be with Vaughn, or he be with Muwop and whoop-de-whoop, but certain shit, certain details, the ops is not gonna know. The ops ain't gonna know what y'all did after the shooting or before the shooting. The ops are just gonna know when you pulled up, what happened when you pulled up. So like little details that ops wouldn't be privy to know, it leads you to believe that it's from inside. It's like it's from y'all side. The witnesses is BD niggas. But we gonna keep going. Individuals from the Oblock Black Gangster Disciple faction for Parkway Gardens. Blank identified Blank as Blank. Blank related that he and Blank were once friends but recently had a falling out. Blank identified Blank as Blank, who supported Oblock with drugs and firearms purchases. Now that one could either be Dirk or Vaughn. So say this is BD witness related. He and you could put Dirk there, were once friends but had a falling out. And BD witness identified King Vaughn, or this would probably be his real name. I think what's his real name? Davon? I don't know this nigga Vaughn real name. But as King Vaughn, who supported Oblock with drugs and firearm purchases. That would make sense. Logically, if you take this redacted out and put Vaughn's name there, it makes sense. You could take it out and put Dirk's name there, and it still makes sense, because those are the niggas with the money. Vaughn and Dirk, and they both jack Oblock, so that would be the money. Blank related, Blank would then receive the profits from these drug sales and reward Oblock members with jewelry and vacations. So that even further shows me, one, that whoever's telling is BD, and two, whoever he's telling on sounds like it's Vaughn. Because in the other shit, they were saying that Vaughn was buying Oblock chains for niggas after they did the Duck hit. So it looked like he bought Oblock chains for niggas too after they got rid of work that he gave them. So say Vaughn went to Oblock and he put 10 pounds on the table, 50 pounds on the table, 2 bricks, 20 bricks, whatever he did. He put work in the hood. Them niggas went, they flipped the work, double back, gave him the bread. He went, gave him a reward for getting the money. Like, I guess whatever profit he got off of them eating, because they had to eat, they came back, gave him his piece. he, I guess, rewarded them with vacations and jewelry. Then you got Blank identified Charles Liggins as C Murder or Little Charles. Blank related Liggins was an original Oblock member whose brother, Sherrod Liggins, was killed by St. Lawrence Gangster Disciples faction. Blank identified Blank as a shooter who was close to Blank. I want to say this Blank is still Vaughn. It looked like it's either King. I'm gonna believe it's either King Vaughn or Dirt. Blank identified Marcus Smart as Muwop and having conducted several murders on behalf of the Oblock Black Disciples. Another piece that further tells me that whoever wrote this statement or whoever gave this statement was an Oblock BD. Operated Oblock for Blank. Blank identified Blank as Blank, a low-level Oblock member. Like I said, they know the rankings. A op wouldn't know, oh, this nigga's the little homie and this nigga's the big homie and this, that, and the third. A op is just gonna know, yo, them niggas is from Oblock. Them niggas, that's an Oblock nigga, that's an Oblock nigga, that's an Oblock nigga. They not gonna know the hierarchy and the chain of command. They wouldn't know that. Like, whoever put this statement out is from Oblock. It's from Oblock and they a BD. Like, it can't be no... Because if they was just from Oblock, but they not affiliated, they wouldn't know these details neither, unless Oblock just had a meetings in the middle of the courtyard and talk wild loud and everybody know their business. I doubt it, though. I feel whoever's giving this statement is a member of Oblock BDs. He's a BD from Oblock, and he telling. Low-level Oblock member, Blank identified Blank as Blank. Christopher Thomas, C-Thang, a younger Oblock member. Blank identified Kenneth Roberson as Gleesh, who was a longtime Oblock member and close associate to Blank. I think that would be King Vaughn right there again, because King Vaughn got the song Gleesh Place and all this, that, and the third. He mentions the boy Gleesh. Blank related, he was willing to meet with law enforcement again. This concluded the interview of Blank. Detective McKenna was contacted by Federal Bureau of Investigation Special Agent Doyle, who relayed Montclair security agent Blank possessed a video related to this investigation. So, like I said, I'm not saying this as a fact. This is just my theory, but I believe that whoever put this statement out is a BD from Oblock, and he's willing to meet with law enforcement again to tell them more shit. So it's like he's actively still giving information. And it goes to what I was saying with the last time I spoke about this. It looked like niggas in Oblock is telling. Like, there's no other way to put it. They saying witnesses because everything's redacted, so they don't know for sure who the person is. But just going by logic and context and details of shit that are the inner workings of Oblock BDs, you would have to assume that it's an Oblock BD. Like, witnesses leaves it vague. Oh, it could be an old lady that sees this shit all the time, and she just live in Parkway Gardens. She live in Oblock, so she just told police, like, you feel me, what she saw. Yeah, I would believe that if they didn't say, oh, this dude was a low-ranking member, and this dude been he been an Oblock member for this amount of time, and this dude pays for vacations and shit, and this dude brings work. A old lady not gonna know the inner workings of that. All right, now say it's a little kid that's around all the time. A little kid that's around all the time, he's not gonna know the paid for vacations part. It has to be somebody that's actively involved in not only Oblock being from Parkway Gardens, but BDs in Oblock, because he has knowledge, or the person has knowledge of the inner workings of the gang. So, from, like I said, my assumption, my theory somebody from Oblock is telling. And now, if we're gonna go further into that theory, somebody from Oblock is telling, I believe a Oblock Rico is on the way because everything is redacted. If this was all about old shit, about shit that was already litigated, about Vaughn who already died, and old shit that already happened that niggas like cold cases or cases that they can't litigate, I don't believe they would be redacting so much of this shit. I think this is actively being investigated now, which means the feds, they saying it's federal, FBI, it's a federal RICO that's gonna be coming on Oblock. I want to say soon. I want to say this year. I don't believe all of these would be released like this if it's gonna be like a 2024 thing. If they got somebody telling them that Muwop is responsible for multiple murders in furtherance of the gang, then it sounds like a RICO's about to come down now. Now being this year, it's gonna come down sooner than later. And they already sound like they already got somebody that's cooperating. I don't know if they picked them up on an unrelated charge or they picked them up on some shit relating to the RICO. But I feel like there's a RICO coming, and this Oblock niggas, or at least one Oblock nigga, is already telling. Well, we gonna leave the shit right there. Most hated opinions. I'm out this bitch.